Hey guys, it's Candice and Adam from Ivory and Iron. I'm going to be giving you a tour of the second floor of our 1790 Federal House. We have been renovating for the past 9 months or so. We purchased the property at the end of 2018 and we've just been working away trying to bring her back to life. She was neglected for a really long time. Over the past 20 years, nobody really did any work, any of the mechanicals, any interior of the house. There was a lot of damage to the second floor, lots of water damage from heater systems and boiler and all that good stuff. So we've been doing a lot of mechanicals and we're finally at the point where we are working on the pretty stuff, as I like to call it. So what's important to us is creating a really cozy atmosphere, especially in this guest space for our house. So that's being really eco-friendly, being conscious about protecting the character of the house. So that was our little bathroom where we have French linen, shower curtains and towels and all natural products. This is our cozy little nook, as we call it, where guests have a little sitting room space. So part of what we've been doing is trying to be thoughtful about modern amenities, but also giving a little natural and antique at the same time flair that kind of suit the house. So here I have my lovely favorite vintage old mirrors, but also I have a natural charcoal water filter. So I have to kind of pair the antique aspect and my modern day hippie necessities. You can see our amazing original floors, which was pretty much the selling feature in the house. You can see where they've kind of patched them a little bit here and there. This is one of the guest rooms. We actually do not have the Indo windows I'm going to be talking to you about in a little bit. Adam's in the other room cleaning them. But we actually do not have them in this room, and we've noticed a huge difference in this room from the other guest rooms. We have some of the windows in the house are original, some are not. But we've noticed that there's a huge difference in airflow and temperature and really controlling the temperature in the rooms that we do not have the Indo window. So that's definitely something that we plan to do soon. So to me, creating a cozy atmosphere and something comfortable for our guests is really making sure that you have thoughtful touches, things that they don't have to think about to bring or that they'll need, lots of extra blankets, lots of extra pillows, creating a temperature that's really important, which is why, again, we're going to be talking about the Indo windows and how much we love them and how it's really helped save energy in the house. There's Adam cleaning windows. So here is our queen room that we actually just kind of redecorated a little bit. This is probably the third, what do you think? This is the third phase we've done in here. We keep updating and we're going a little bit project by project. Necessities first, we have to prioritize. And so here's this amazing built-in that we have in here. I've got my Himalayan salt lamps, of course, which give that ambient glow, nice relaxing atmosphere, especially at night. Essential oil diffuser, linen curtains. Here we have a Roman shade, but we do still also have an Indo window, and let me see if I can get it in here, in this window, which, look at that, you can't even tell, which is truly amazing. Oh, there goes the car, which is a perfect time for me to talk about cars going by. We are on a main state road, so that means we have a ton of traffic. The speed limit is 35, and I think the average speed limit that happens is probably 50. So we have cars flying by, which makes it super loud, but you cannot even hear them. The moment we put in just the standard regular window insert from Indo window, we immediately notice a drastic difference that you do not hear the sound. And we keep asking our guests because we want their feedback and we want to know how comfortable they feel in the house. And they all say we're really nervous about being on a main road and cars flying by, and then one of their feedbacks is that they don't even hear it. So truly amazing. So that's the front of the house. So we're facing the outside right onto the state road there. And you can see the insert in the window, which like seamlessly blends in. I actually like how it gives the trim a little extra flair, and it almost seems like we trimmed out additionally to the main window frame. So I love that aspect from a decor standpoint. I think that it was super smart of Indo Window to really think about how it'll look at the end result and making sure that it's going to be attractive. We also have blackout shades. So we have the regular window, we have the Indo Window insert, which is basically the inside storm window, and then we have blackout shades, and then we have our linen curtains. I'm a snob about linens, and that goes straight to the walls, so it's important to me to have natural materials. And I also hate waking up to the blaring sun. And as you can see, this room gets a ton of natural light, which is amazing, but not so much when you're trying to sleep in. And again, being guest space, we want to make sure that our guests are able to sleep in as long as they want. The cleaning kit box that they send with your inserts, which is great, and I'll talk about that in a little bit, but for now, just give you kind of a feel for our house and what we're going for. I have little I have little signs by the windows that say do not open the windows. We noticed after we had installed them, our first couple of guests actually tried opening the windows because it was a nice time of year. It was spring and it was really nice out, so they were trying to open the windows to get some fresh air, which I don't blame them. But we made the decision to keep the inserts in year round. We kind of toyed and we played with it back and forth, and we thought that obviously if it's keeping the heat in the house, we also want to keep the air in the house. So, and it being such an old, with no insulation in the exterior walls, being such an old house, that we want to try to make it as efficient as possible. This is our little tiny front foyer, which I think is just the cutest. It's not really used much, but it also is directly above the front foyer, which I'll kind of pan down here, directly above the front foyer of the main entrance of the house. So when we talked about which windows we were going to put the Indo Window inserts in, we definitely wanted to include this one, even though it's kind of dead space, but it also super foggy, constantly frozen over because all of the heat and air is going straight up from the main level to this little foyer. So even when we have the doors closed off to the bedrooms, we noticed that this little front foyer upstairs was getting a ton of airflow action, and it was kind of trapping up here. So we didn't want to waste that. So we definitely made the right decision by putting the Indo Window insert into this window to help control our heat and air. The other thing I love about the Indo Window inserts is that my plants absolutely transformed the moment we put them in. I'm a plant lady at heart, so it's important to me to have natural light for them, but also old windows definitely do not bode well for your plants. You get tons of airflow that you don't really want. You either get super freezing cold in winter, drafts, or you get super hot in summer, drafts also, that you don't really want. So with the Indo Window, it really controls the temperature and the airflow, meaning that there is absolutely no draft. So that's really helped my plants. They're just getting true pure sunlight and the normal air temperature in the house, so it's been great for them. And I love that they also don't burn from the blaring sun. We have single pane windows, all of them, even the ones that were changed over time. So it's great that with the window insert that they are enjoying just true natural sunlight and not burning from the heat of the sun. The front of this house gets so much blaring light that it's a little tricky. Okay, so the other room is our king room, and this room I love because for being a house from 1790, the room itself is actually so spacious. It's bright and airy, and it's just really charming, and I love. My favorite thing about this room is that little mini fireplace, which I think is just so freaking cute. We don't have it hooked up. We don't really want to have open flame in the rooms up here, so I'm just gonna have it decorated with candles, but I definitely intend to fill it up with some plants. So Adam took out this window because we're cleaning, and so he popped it right out, which was super easy. And then he's just cleaning both sides, and then he'll put it back in. And it seriously could not be easier. It's just literally pinching the sides and pushing it back in, which I'll show you how he does it now. We love that little chain because we could actually prop it open if we wanted to open the windows. Yep, just prop it like that, and then we could actually open the window and get some natural airflow. We haven't done it yet. We don't really spend time up here, so. Seriously, so easy. And we love this feature because we have a lot of painting to still do. We need to paint pretty much the trim of the entire house. So when we were putting these in the windows, we wanted to get them in right away just for efficiency, but we also knew that it would be really easy for us to manage on our own. So that way we could take them in and out whenever we needed to clean them or when we needed to paint and update. So it's definitely a huge important feature to us, and it's been really, really easy to manage. So that's great. You can see, let me see if I can show you, but yes, lots of painting and touching up, filling holes to do. That's the blackout shade again. So you can see that Adam took the window out and put it back in without even removing the blackout shade, so that's great. So Indo Window sends you this cute little cleaning kit that includes the lint-free cloth, a little spray bottle, and a bottle of soap. And I think it's great because that soap's going to last you forever and ever. And it's just a concentrate that you put in the bottle with water. So I think that's amazing. And it's super easy to clean. So we just have that in the little box in our utility room, and oh, getting fancy, huh? So we have it in the box in the utility room all the time. So that way, whenever we need to do a little touch-up cleaning, ready to go. Which sometimes when we have guests with little kids, we notice little handprints everywhere, so it makes it super easy. Or downstairs where we have our dog, we have snout prints everywhere. So it's great to be able to clean it whenever with nothing super special. Can you take this window out too? I'm gonna make Adam take out another window so you can see. Maybe the light will be better over here. thing that I noticed when we originally installed the windows is that it automatically made our exterior windows look so much brighter, and good and bad. We automatically noticed that the imperfections on the windows you noticed a bit more, but that just kind of speaks to the quality of the insert of the glass, or the plastic, if you will, of the window insert, that it automatically enhances, and it's so clear and crisp that you don't even see it there. Adam's actually, sorry Adam, but he's actually hit his head on several since we put them in, and I think that's kind of hilarious, but also super great because you don't even notice that they're there, and that's the whole beauty of it. We're constantly asking our guests if they were comfortable and how the temperature was in the rooms here, and they all have just said it's perfection, and we're just so happy with that because we know that it's because of the window inserts. And if we didn't have them in the summer, it's been so hot and these windows get so much light and the sun really blares in, that if we didn't have these inserts, it would be a million degrees. We do have central air up here, but it's an old house. You know, there's no, like I said, there's no insulation in the exterior walls. There's tons of windows and all single pane glass. So if it weren't for these inserts, we would be losing all of our airflow, and we'd be spending literally double to triple on heating and cooling. So the inserts are just like an obvious choice. When we were first looking into what to do about the windows, we were looking at exterior storm windows, and they're so costly, and it's such a pain in the butt to get up and down to put them in and out. And the second floor up here is basically a third floor from the exterior. So we have a full basement, walkout basement in the front, and then the main floor, and then the second floor. So it's 3 stories high. And Adam's adventurous, but I don't think so much with glass windows juggling up and down the ladder, and I do not do ladders. So it was really important to us to have something practical that we could do, and this was just a no-brainer. So it's been great. What's your favorite part, Adam?
Favorite part is saving money.
Yeah, obviously.
Heating and air conditioning.
For sure.
Also, not climbing up 3 stories every year
Yes.
to put the windows in and out. Nice acrylic, clear glass. See right through it.
Yeah, you can see the cars flying by, and you barely hear them at all. So it's so great. Without them in, before we had the windows in, they were so loud. It was ridiculous. So we could hear the music in all of the cars. It was just crazy. And we don't even have the acoustic version. So if you're looking for pure silence, I can't even imagine the acoustic version, how amazing it is. Okay, so that is about it. That is our guest space upstairs. The 3 rooms that we have, and kind of all the updates that we've been making over time and have to come. Painting, painting, painting. Both of us really hate painting, and the trim we've kind of been avoiding, so eventually we'll get there. And again, with the windows, it's really great to be able to just pop them out and not have to worry about climbing up 3 flights to put them back in and take them out. And you can see Adam has some paint right there that he's using to touch up, which he did in the windows in the Queen actually before he cleaned those. There you go. I can't wait to hear some of your questions. I would love to hear your feedback and answer any questions for you guys, so that we can talk more about the average everyday person being able to install these windows on their own, which is super easy and simple. I think it's a super attainable way for the everyday person to be able to do something like this and make their home more efficient. Can't wait to answer